Hey, what's up, boys? This is Contango coming at you from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. And today we are doing Germany turn 5. So this is my game against Corporal Clegg and Piloto. And so we're on Germany turn 5. I'll just do a bit of a flyby of the map to start with, and then we'll get into the turn. So as you can see, it's go time for the Germans, so to speak. Maybe, I don't know. Corporal Clegg and Piloto think it is, so they seem to want me to attack UK4. So UK4, by the way, is right there. All of that American stuff is in there as well. So we'll see what the Germans do, but Corporal Clegg and Piloto seem to want me to attack that, so I'm suspicious now. So anyways, so this is just what's going on the map. As you can see, lots of Italians moving towards the Russians here. A lot of German stuff up here in range of UK4. The Japanese fleet is over here, mysteriously. And yeah, that's some of the highlights for right now. I'll give you a quick look over here. This is what I have as the cash on hand and the cities right now for each side. So without further ado, let's get started. So firstly, the purchases. Germany had 73 IPCs. They are purchasing 8 infantry, then another 1 infantry and 2 artillery, 1 mechanized infantry, 2 tanks, and then 2 tactical bombers. So that should be entirely spent. And so let's get into the combat moves. Just gonna move my phone to my tripod. All right, so like I said, Corporal Clegg and Piloto both seem to want to have a big battle here in UK4, so that's making me suspicious that maybe I shouldn't go after that right now. So we are not going to go after UK4 at the moment. Sorry to disappoint you. We're going to do some minor other things and see what happens from there. So, all right, so let's start with this down here, bottom left. We're going to have 1 infantry from F6 going to UK14. Leave that flipped for now. Do the income later. So that's a walk-on. Oops. All right, up here from G5, we're going to have 1 infantry walk into G6. Take that. That's a walk-on. They're going to have 2 infantry from G5 go into R8. They're going to be joined by the 2 fighters. Where are these guys going to go? Here. And 2 tactical bombers coming in there as well. So 4 planes. In PA4, we're going to have 1 mechanized infantry from G8, accompanied by, let's make sure that you can see all this. So this 1 bomber from G16 is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll have 2 movement left. The fighter and the tactical bomber from G15 will go 1, 2, 3. They'll also have 2 movement left. The bomber from G15 is going to go 1, 2, 3. He'll have 4 movement left. And then from F5, 1 fighter, 1, 2. He'll have 2 movement left. So 5 planes going into that one. Meanwhile, up in the north, UK2, we're going to have 1 infantry from UK5, and he's going to be accompanied by 2 fighters and 2 tactical bombers from F3. So 4 planes involved in that battle. And if I'm not mistaken, that's it. So not a ton of battles. Let me just pause here and check I didn't miss anything. All right, I think we're good. So let's go ahead and resolve these. So we don't have any amphibious assaults. Let's start with UK2. So 1 infantry, 2 fighters, and 2 tactical bombers up against 1 infantry. So we got 1 infantry, 2 fighters, and 2 tactical bombers. And we got 4 hits. And the defender missed. Okay. Let's take off the British infantry. Okay, let's go to PA4 next. So we've got 1 mechanized infantry, 2 fighters, 1 tactical bomber, and 2 bombers. Okay, so here's our 1 mechanized infantry, 2 fighters, 2 bombers, and a tactical bomber. Whew, just 1 hit. Okay, and then the tank on defense missed. That's good news. All right, so the Russian tank is gone. All right, and lastly, what is this? R8. All right, so we got 2 infantry, 2 fighters, 2 tactical bombers against 1 infantry. So 2 infantry, 2 fighters, 2 tactical bombers. And again, just managed to get a hit. And the defending, I guess it's an artillery, also missed. All right, so that's good. Bloodless round for Germany. Not the most battles, but still. Get rid of this artillery. Okay, let's take a minute and get rid of all these red arrows, like so. Okay, let's do the income while I'm thinking about it. So we've got down here, so this is 1, 2, and then also up here, 3, 4, off of the UK onto Germany. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got the UK at 21. One, 2, 3, 4. Germany at 69 for now. Okay, and then up here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Russia down 7. Germany 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have Germany at 72 plus 4, so 76. So hopefully that matches what you guys have as well. Okay. Non-combat moves. So let's start off with, okay, first of all, we're going to take this transport to 24 and back again with an infantry and an artillery. Drop those. What else am I sure about? Okay, these 5 infantry from PA 11 are going into PA 10 with that Italian fighter. This artillery from UK 13 is going to F6. This infantry from G2 is going into F6. This mechanized infantry from G21, sorry, I might have called this G2 earlier. G21 is going into PA 9. This infantry from UK-12 is going into PX-4. Okay, let's move this. This is where it gets complicated. This infantry from F5 is going into G8. This, you know, I gotta pause it for a minute. Give me a second here. All right, so I don't mess this up. I'm going to swap out some units from F13. So I've got 14 mechanized infantry and 13 tanks there right now. So I'm just gonna split those apart. Okay, so we should have the same numbers, but in 2 stacks each. So we're gonna have 7 tanks and 7 mechanized infantry head into UK 5. Put them out here for now. The others are going to stay where they are. And they are going to be joined by these 2 mechanized infantry from F5 and these 3 mechanized infantry from, what was that, G8. Also, this mechanized infantry from PA3 is going to join them. Okay, and then we have a lot of planes to land. So these 4 planes that attacked UK2 are going to go into F3. Yes, these are all going to be in F3, but I'm going to need to clean that up in a bit. So then we have 4 planes that went into R8. So they went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they are also going to head into F3. Okay, meanwhile, these planes that were in PA4 are going to head into G5. So that's 2 fighters, a tactical bomber, and 2 bombers. Okay, I think we might be done here. Actually, something's going to move out of G5 here as well. Let me pause it and split up those infantry. All right, so we had 21 infantry in G5. We're moving 3 into G7, leaving 18. Okay, I believe that's it. Let me just pause and check it, and I'll get rid of all these green arrows everywhere. All right, I'm gonna make one minor adjustment. I'm going to take one of these bombers that went to G5. It was here and it had 4 movement left. 1, 2, 3. So it's gonna join group in F3. And let me just check one more thing here. All right, another minor adjustment here. I'm gonna have 1 additional mechanized infantry head into UK5 from F3. And then I think we're good. All right, so let's place new units. So we have an infantry and 2 artillery. They're gonna go also into UK5 from the factory there. Clean this up at the end. 2 tanks and a mechanized infantry going into F3. got 8 infantry going into G5. Along with 2 tactical bombers. Into G5. All right, let's try to clean this up a bit. Okay, there we are, relatively cleaned up. Let's do the income. So I have Germany at 72 plus 4 is 76. There's, from what I can see, 2 convoys. So one is going to be in C zone 58 right there, and the other one C zone 39. So maximum down here is going to be 2 IPCs from UK14, and then maximum up there is going to be 1. So this should be pretty likely, but I guess we'll go ahead and roll some dice anyways, because who doesn't like rolling dice? So in C zone 58, we've got 3 destroyers and a cruiser, and then 6 submarines. So that's going to be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 dice. Am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, what am I talking about? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dice. All right. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And definitely got it. So for the other C zone 39, there's a ton of ships up there. How many are there that can roll? 1, 2, 3. Can you see this? Yes, you can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that can roll, I believe. So odds of missing this are pretty unlikely. And they do not. Okay. So Germany's going to lose 3 from their 76. So we had 76 pulled out here. We'll take 3 away. Okay, let's do a quick little flyover, and then I'll count out the units for Corporal Clegg and Piloto. So this is how we sit at the end of Germany's 5th turn. Nothing changing over here, of course. I'll quick show you again. Okay, so let's count out the units. We'll have Russia after this, Piloto doing Russia. So we'll start out with C units. C zone 86, we have a battleship and a cruiser and a transport. In 23, we have a transport, a destroyer, a cruiser, an aircraft carrier, and a battleship. And then in C zone 25 over here, we have 1 sub. In terms of ground units, we have an I-5, an infantry, and an AA gun. In UK14, we have 1 infantry, F6, 1 infantry, and 1 artillery. In PA9, we have 1 mechanized infantry. In PX4, we have 3 infantry and 1 AA gun. In PA10, we have 5 infantry, along with the Italian fighter. Let me pause here for a second. I need to get a drink. Still feeling the effects of being sick a little bit. Not 100% sure if I had COVID, but it seems like most likely I did, even though I had a negative test. It seems like a lot of people have negative tests and then later test positive. So anyways, G8, 1 infantry, PA14, 1 mechanized infantry, R8, 2 infantry, G7 has 3 infantry. G6 has 1 infantry. G5 has 26 infantry, 8 artillery, 2 AA guns, 2 fighters, 3 tactical bombers, and 1 bomber. Up here in G2 we have 6 infantry. In F3 we have 13 mechanized infantry, 8 tanks, 4 tactical bombers, 4 fighters, and 1 bomber. In UK5 we have 30 infantry, 20 artillery, 3 AA guns, 13 mechanized infantry, no, sorry, not 13, 8 mechanized infantry, make that, 7 tanks. Hopefully I got that all right. I'll check after, before I upload the video. Okay, so I think that was everything. Let me just pause for a second. Okay, so I think we're good. Just to double check, there's 68 total units in UK5 and 30 total units in F3. Just to double check. Okay, so I think we're good. So Piloto will be next with Russia. So best of luck to him. All right, talk to you later.